So hey everybody, Jen Soto here. Today, like I said, is my anniversary, and I'm so glad that you're here to join this this live with me. And I'm going to be showing you guys the apple peeler core slicer. This is one of the reasons that I started Pampered Chef all those years ago, okay? I really wanted one of these, and I just couldn't justify the expense, and so and it has been well loved. This one right here that you're looking at, I have had since 1998 when I got my kit. It has had lots of love, but I'll be honest with you, I don't use it a whole lot anymore. I use it a lot when my kids were little, and I don't use it a whole lot anymore. I'm gonna make a quick apple crisp just for one. This recipe is calls for like 6 Granny Smith apples. I'm gonna use a Honeycrisp apple because that's what I have in my house today. And I was trying to think about what to do for the live today, and I was like, oh, I'll do an apple crisp. And so, but Lord knows I don't need to eat a whole apple crisp all by myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this just for one. And I'm using a lot of like Truvia sweetener, plant-based butter, Splenda, sugar, so all the diety things so that I can eat it without guilt. So anyway, all right, so if you're having fun watching this, make sure you share, you like the video. I guess you can't really share it because it's in a private group, but you can tag a bestie that's in this group, or you can invite somebody to join the group if you want them to see this video. I do go live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. So you can always see something. And I was thinking I should probably do something for Valentine's Day, but I totally forgot. So I'm not prepared to do something for Valentine's Day. So anyway, this is an apple. We put it on here on the end like this, and then we're just gonna turn. So what the apple peeler core slicer does is it does all those things. It peels, it cores, and it slices. So we're just gonna push it to the end right here, and then we're going to rotate. I may have needed to tighten the bottom a little bit so it doesn't wiggle around so much. And you see that? Look at all that peel coming off. I don't know if you guys can see that, how it's just like coming off right here. One long peel. Back when I started Pampered Chef, I remember I used to joke about how crazy it would be to just like create this with a knife, okay? One long peel. Things you can do with that if you have little kids: sprinkle some Jello on it, make it kind of like a gummy worm. Let's see, you can put it in the pot and stick a stick of cinnamon and some water in there, and then you'll have like a nice little smelly thing in your house. To get the core off, you just pull it backwards, and that core comes right off right there. So we have our little pieces of apple. So we'll set this to the side. None of this is dishwasher safe. That might be why we're getting rid of it. We're kind of in dishwasher safe mode here. None of this is dishwasher safe. But that is going to be going away at the end of this month. I can't believe it. All right, so now what this does is this creates a little spiral apple, little slinky apple. Okay, and you have a cored middle, and then you have all these slices. So if you cut it in half, then of course you're going to have little half apples. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it into sixths. Okay, and just stick those in the little bowl here. And I'm just using a little single bowl. It's probably going to overflow. Don't miss your mouth, Jen. All right. Yeah, I can kind of tell that's going to overflow. So that's why I have this other thing out here, in case that does overflow. So, all right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've got that here. The next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and it's supposed to separate these, okay? So we're just going to separate these into little into little pieces. Instead of just cut them in half, I like to make bite-sized pieces. But this is it's very satisfying to have so many pieces of the apple. And you can actually just toss this with a little bit of flour, some cinnamon and sugar, and then microwave it or just let it sit. You can make a whole, if you do pies, if you have an apple tree and you do pies, you absolutely need one of these, okay? You can actually hook it. I've seen people hook it to the edge to the middle of their sink and just twirl from there, and the stuff goes into the sink. So I've seen that before. You can hook it to the edge of your counter. Like I could hook it right here to the edge of my counter if you wanted to as well. Okay, so got that right there. The next thing we need is, sorry, I've got like popcorn in my teeth here. Separate the slices. You know what, I think I'm gonna mix this in a bowl because it's kind of a big bowl for a single serving, but that's the easiest one to get to. Separate into slices. Zest lemon. We're not going to zest the lemon because I'm just going to use a quarter of this lemon right here. So I guess I might be able to zest it a little bit. As you can tell, I didn't really read the recipe. I used to be able to do this in my sleep, make this recipe. This is apple berry crisp. It's available on my website. I used to just make these recipes all the time. Ever since I had Ethan, my youngest, I don't make a lot of desserts. Just because, you know, I'm always trying to lose the weight. I've been trying to lose, Ethan's 19 years old. I've been trying to lose the weight since he was born. Anybody else relate? So, I finally got my exercise regimen down pat, working on my food regimen. I love food, so it's kind of hard. And then we need to just squeeze the juice in here. You can use a citrus press. This is just a quarter of a lemon, so I can do it just like that. And then we need berries, zest, and juice. Okay, so we're gonna add the berries. These are just strawberries. It said to use mixed berries. I happen to have strawberries. They were frozen, unsweetened strawberries. So these were already defrosted. I keep frozen, unsweetened strawberries. I keep about 2 cups in my fridge, and I defrost them. And then I mix them in with Greek yogurt and a little packet of Splenda or Truvia. I use Truvia. A little packet of Truvia makes like the best dessert. I have it at night a lot of times, and it's super sweet. It's just the right sweetness. It's 0 points, so I love that. Okay, so add berry zest and juice, toss gently, add to the granulated sugar. So I have my sugar right here. This is, again, not regular sugar. This is Splenda sugar, okay? So it's 1 for 1. We're gonna add that in there. And we need to add the flour and the cinnamon. Okay, flour, okay? And what I did was I took this recipe and I quartered it. So that's why all these amounts are really small. I had to measure everything ahead of time. I wanted to do math before I got on here with you guys. So we're just mixing all of this together. It's good that I did this in the big bowl because then I'm not going to be spilling over the sides here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. So good. Okay, so I've got this all mixed up here. And then add the apple and then toss the coat. And then we're just gonna put it in here. This is a lot. This could probably go for 2 people. I think this thing makes 6 servings and I quartered it. So this is like 1.5 servings right here. Okay, so we got that. And then we're gonna mix our topping. So for the topping, I have, I did some weighing and I figured out that 1/3 of a cup is about 1 tablespoon. So like 1/4 of 1/3 is about a tablespoon. So that works out good. So I've got butter that I went ahead and microwaved already. So we'll mix that in here, okay? And then we need some, well, my cut rolls here. Then we need some pecans. Okay, so I'm actually going to chop my pecans with my food chopper. We're not getting rid of the food chopper, don't worry, but it is one of the first products I ever bought from Pampered Chef was a food chopper and a stone. So, okay. And then we need to add our oats in here. So we needed about 3/8 of a cup. So add the oats in there. And I've got the brown sugar, and we need some cinnamon. So just doing about 1/8 of a teaspoon, because like I said, I broke this down. That way I'm not tempted to eat more than I need to. So now I'm just gonna mix this together and make this little crumble right here on the top. And I've got this in one of our stoneware serving bowls, and it can go in the oven or it can go in the microwave. I'm actually just gonna stick this in the microwave, then I might stick it in the air fryer for a few minutes after, just to kind of top it off. So mix that. This little crumble looks so good. Like I said, it's just all, you know, natural ingredients, stuff you have on hand at home. So, okay, so to microwave the apples for 15 minutes and then put this on top and then stick it in the oven. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably do 5 minutes in the microwave, cover this and do 5 minutes in the microwave, and then put the crumble on top, stick it in the air fryer just to finish it off. All right, that's pretty much it, you guys. I just wanted to show you the apple peeler core slicer. It's so fun. I love it so much. Comment below if you have one, and tell me the last time you used it. So, but it is going away. So if you've ever, this has been on your list, or you do a lot of apple pies or things like that, or like at Christmas time you cook apple pies, and Thanksgiving, you need one of these to do fresh apples. It's so fast. And I mean, I have products that I mostly use during the holidays, it's true, and old products that we've retired that I've kept around because I use them like crazy during the holidays. So, so anyway, so that's about it. That's all I have for you. Let me know if you need me to get one of these, tag a friend that you think would like this. All right? Talk to you soon.